So guys, it's the end of 2021. I just thought I'd do a video, about the business, what we've done this year, where we are now, where we're going, and all that kind of stuff. So if that's of any interest to you, stay tuned. Okay, for those who don't know who I am, I'm Andy. I have a small business named Aquariums Maintained by Andy. I've been doing maintenance full-time for about 8 years. At the beginning of 2021, I had shut down my office and I moved everything home. I set this whole building up, and my goal was to become a fish breeder. I wanted to dial back on my maintenance and really focus on breeding. That way I could be at home more. My first endeavor was a coral farm. I was farming simple stuff, green star polyps, Kenya trees, monopora, bird's nest, simple stuff. And I found myself with a lot of coral and nowhere for it to go. So I ended up reaching out to just my local stores, and they took some of it. And I'm still farming a little bit, but I've scaled it back a whole lot just because I just don't have a way to move it. I was successful at it, but once again, I built up inventory and had nowhere for it to go. Another thing I was really having fun with was breeding angelfish. I had recently gotten 2 pair of angelfish from a local breeder, koi angelfish, and they were producing about 1,200 eggs a month. And I was probably getting about a 30 to 50% grow out rate, which is okay. But the thing was, once again, I started building up all this inventory. I couldn't move, 300, 500 fish every month. So I just kind of dialed that back too, and I'm not even really collecting eggs now. About once every 2 or 3 months, I'll go ahead and collect some eggs, grow those out, and sell those just to local people and to local shops. It was fun, and I still do it some. As you can see any of these babies here. That's what those are. I also thought about getting into like propagating and growing plants, and to be honest with you, unless you're doing like booths or something that's kind of expensive, plants really aren't the way to go. They're pretty inexpensive and they're easy to grow, and pretty much anybody can grow them. So that got cut out. My biggest plan was going to be mystery snails. I had about 4 females that were laying eggs very consistently. I was having a lot of babies, and I was setting up a situation where I had probably around 300 gallons of water dedicated to just breeding mystery snails. And come to find out, in the state that I live in, they are illegal to ship or to sell. So that shut that down. Although the state, I believe, is wrong. The gold Inca mystery snail, the types of mystery snails that we have in the aquarium industry, are not the Chinese mystery snails, which are considered to be invasive. But, I digress. What can you do? So anyway, the mystery snail thing, it started up, was going good. For legal reasons, I had to shut it down. One thing that has been a constant since I've been doing this is breeding discus. They're not easy to breed. There's a lot of caveats to it, a lot of little, I don't want to use the word tricks, but there's just a lot of things that you need to know to get discus to not only breed, but the eggs to hatch and the babies to grow out. I have 1 pair of breeding discus now, which I think that's where I'm going to kind of pinpoint my focus on here in the future. Maybe get 2 more pair of breeding discus and basically just turn this entire room into discus breeding and coral farming. Because really I had to dial back on my maintenance so much in order to do all this, but it just wasn't feasible. I wasn't making the same kind of money doing the breeding as I was in the maintenance, so I ramped my maintenance back up. The future is looking very good for the business. I am constantly getting phone calls. I am helping as many people as I can. And I also started a new situation to where I'm taking care of really big aquariums. I may put some videos or some pictures up of the tanks, but they're really big. It's kind of new in the process. I'm putting a lot of eggs in this basket because it's kind of where I'm wanting to head. But there's a lot of positive things going. I'm glad that 2021 is coming to an end, and I hope that 2022 holds a lot. There's a lot of hope out there to be had. So I hope that in 2022 your hope is fulfilled. So I'm finishing out 2021 by mopping up my fish room, which I had flooded, I would say maybe 80 to 100 gallons of water hit the floor. And once again, I hope 2022 holds a lot of hope for everyone. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for watching.